There are moments in celebrity culture when everything changes without a single dramatic statement being made. No shouting. No scandalous headline. No explosive livestream. Just a shift. A presence that feels different. An energy that moves in. A new direction. And suddenly, everyone feels it. That's exactly what happened when Remy Ma made her latest public move. It wasn't loud. It wasn't confrontational. It didn't come with a caption designed to trend. But it redirected attention in a way that instantly changed the temperature of the conversation. And almost overnight, the spotlight that once comfortably framed her alongside Papoose shifted. This time, it hovered over him. At first glance, nothing about the moment seemed earth-shattering. It was a public appearance, a decision, a step forward. That simply felt independent. But subtle changes rarely remain subtle in the digital age. Social media magnifies everything. It slows clips down. It zooms in on expressions. It compares present energy to past footage. Within hours, timelines weren't just acknowledging what Remy did. They were asking what it meant. For years, Remy Ma and Papoose have been positioned as one of hip-hop's most enduring love stories. Their narrative carried emotional weight. Loyalty tested by distance, public devotion reinforced through interviews, captions, and visible support. Fans didn't just view them as artists in a marriage. They viewed them as a symbol, a blueprint. Proof that ride-or-die devotion could survive an industry often known for instability. That branding became powerful. And once a couple becomes symbolic, every move carries meaning beyond itself. So when Remy stepped forward in a way that felt intentionally self-contained, not detached, not defiant, just independent, the contrast felt amplified. The energy was confident, focused, self-assured, but there was also something intangible woven into it. Something that made longtime observers pause. Online curiosity formed almost immediately. Did y'all catch that? Why does this feel different? Is she sending a message? At first, the tone was observational, not accusatory. But the internet rarely lingers in neutral territory. Curiosity evolves. It multiplies. It sharpens. And before long, the narrative pivoted. The conversation stopped being about what Remy was doing and started being about why. Papoose hadn't responded. That shift is where the pressure began. Because in celebrity culture, silence is never treated as empty space. It is filled with interpretation. When someone who has historically been vocal suddenly chooses restraint, that quiet becomes louder than any statement could have been. Papoose has long cultivated the image of the steadfast supporter. He publicly praised his wife. He celebrated her accomplishments. He made loyalty visible. That visibility became part of their shared brand. So in a moment where Remy appeared to be moving with deliberate independence, the absence of immediate public alignment felt amplified. It's not that he contradicted her. He didn't. It's not that he dismissed her. He didn't. He simply remained steady. But in a culture conditioned to expect instant reactions, steadiness can feel suspicious. When a relationship is framed as unbreakable, fans subconsciously look for proof that it still is. And if that proof isn't presented on schedule, speculation fills the gap. Within days, social media divided into camps. One side insisted the internet was projecting drama onto growth. They argued that a woman stepping confidently into her own spotlight should not automatically signal tension. Growth does not equal fracture. Evolution does not equal separation. Another side believed energy never lies. They pointed to body language differences. They revisited past interviews. They dissected old lyrics and resurfaced previous posts. For them, subtlety wasn't coincidence. It was messaging. Somewhere in between were the quiet observers, waiting for confirmation that never arrived. And that absence of confirmation is what sustains suspense. There is also a deeper cultural layer beneath the surface conversation. Hip-hop has long celebrated narratives of loyalty, especially when men publicly support and defend their partners. Papoose embodied that archetype. He wasn't passive in his devotion, he was vocal about it. That vocal support became aspirational. For many fans who viewed him as evidence that visible commitment still existed. So when Remy's independent movement subtly redirected focus from us to me, it disrupted a comfort zone. Not necessarily the relationship itself, but the way people were accustomed to consuming it. It raises a quiet but powerful question. When a woman in a highly visible partnership reclaims narrative space, does it automatically create pressure on the man to respond? Not because something is wrong, but because expectations were set so high that deviation feels dramatic? That's the invisible weight hovering over this moment. The irony is that nothing concrete confirms conflict. There has been no public disagreement, no official statement, no visible fallout. What exists is perception. And perception, in the era of digital commentary, often becomes more influential than fact. Fans emotionally invest in celebrity relationships. They project their own ideals onto them. They attach hope, loyalty, and even personal experiences to couples they have never met. So when the image shifts even slightly, it feels personal. That emotional investment turns observation into investigation. Every upcoming appearance will be analyzed. If they appear together, viewers will scrutinize body language. If they appear separately, absence will be framed as intentional. If Papoose speaks publicly, tone will be dissected. If he doesn't, silence will be interpreted as strategy. It is an impossible balance. Perhaps Remy's move was nothing more than professional growth. Artists evolve, they expand, they reposition. They enter new phases creatively and personally. But when that evolution unfolds publicly, it rarely receives the grace of neutrality. Instead, it is read as disruption. Expectation is powerful. Once an audience locks onto a version of someone, any deviation feels intentional, even strategic. In entertainment, timing is never viewed as random. Every appearance, collaboration, interview, and rollout cycle is examined through a marketing lens. Some fans believe the moment aligns too perfectly with visibility cycles to ignore. Others argue that not every step is a calculated maneuver. Sometimes life simply unfolds, but without direct clarification, interpretation thrives. Mystery sustains engagement. And engagement fuels speculation. What happens next is the question lingering in every comment section. Will Papoose step forward with a public gesture of unity? Will Remy address the speculation directly? Or will both continue moving without acknowledging the noise at all? Sometimes the strongest statement is refusing to make one. But in a culture addicted to reaction, restraint feels like suspense. There is also a broader societal paradox at play. Audiences demand authenticity from public figures while simultaneously analyzing that authenticity as performance. They crave transparency but criticize oversharing. They celebrate unity but speculate about cracks. It creates a cycle where even healthy evolution can be mistaken for instability. Maybe the real pressure isn't on Papoose as an individual. Maybe it's on the idealized image that fans constructed around them. When you elevate a couple into a symbol, you forget they are human, and humans evolve. They shift. They redefine themselves. They claim independence without necessarily dismantling. Partnership, but nuance does not trend. Tension trends right now. What makes this moment compelling is not confirmed drama. It's uncertainty. It's the space between perception and reality. It's the way a single shift in energy can redirect an entire narrative without a single word being spoken. Remy's latest move reframed attention. It reminded the public that she's an artist and a force independent of any partnership label. Whether intentional or not, it placed Papoose under a spotlight. He did not actively seek but now undeniably occupies. And perhaps that is the real story. In the age of social media, every move becomes a message, even when it wasn't designed to be one.